as Switzerland head to Kansas City to meet Messi and Argentina.
And Darren, thank you very much. Wow, what a way to end the game for Switzerland. It is pure joy for Colombia. It is absolute heartbreak. But at the end, Switzerland better at the penalty kicks.
They did. Mikel, you called it. You went with Switzerland. Look, I think, Colombia, we didn't see the best of Colombia in this World Cup. And they just couldn't get some things going. They had some chances that they could have, pounced on and some opportunities. But, yeah, at the end of the day, penalties are psychological and Switzerland are going through.
I think the happiest person on the pitch right now is Akanji. I mean, to step up again, he missed in the Euros. And to step up again, and he missed it today. He must be so happy for his team. I think he's buying the beers tonight.
Well, credit to him, though, to still have the courage to step up, because it takes courage to step up and go and take those penalties, and he still does it. But I must say, I must agree with Carly. Heartbreak for this Colombian team. They didn't play particularly well so far in this tournament, but if you look at it overall, I think the better team so far in this tournament has gone through. I think Swiss, they deserve to go through in this tournament. They've played well in this tournament. Not particularly well today, but they've deserved to go through and be in the next round. But credit to this team. Some brilliant players, experienced players. Granit Xhaka today, I thought, played really, really well. And we saw some really good penalties as well.
And Switzerland, they don't deviate from their structure and they stay compact, they stay disciplined, and at the end of the day, they didn't score any goals, but they got the job done. It'd be heartbreaking for Colombia, especially the fans, and Colombia-Argentina would have been a fun match to watch. But
and Switzerland in the quarterfinal.
Yeah,
they're in the quarterfinal
for the first time
since 1954. So, and you can. You can excuse Murat for lining up his team the way he did today, because this is about him. They love him, by the way. They absolutely love him in Switzerland.
Still not moving. Look at it.
Yeah, I know, it's brilliant. That hair is fantastic.
That's what you need, Peter.
One of my best friends knows him, so I'm going to ask him what he's using. And then I'm going to tell him.
But then you use it.
But he's lining his team up today to get through to the next round. He's not lining the team up to play a beautiful game. This is all about getting over a hurdle, and they've done it today. And this guy here, Xhaka, I mentioned him before the game. Apart from that, nearly gave the ball away, nearly gave it away at the end. He was such a majestic figure on that midfield, always available. Whenever somebody was in trouble, they could pass the ball to him, and he doesn't give it away. But this guy here, he must be so proud of his players. They got it over the line. I don't think he played for penalties, but I don't think he was far off.
How much the fact that Colombia pushed them all the way to the end, is this going to affect or help Switzerland going into the game against Argentina?
Again, psychologically, the same thing I've said about Argentina. When you win tough games like this, when you come through difficult games like this, it gives you a bit of confidence, the belief, knowing that you can go through difficult times in games. And when you come out of it, it builds such a chemistry between the teams, such a massive belief. And they will take that into the next game, coming up against Messi and Argentina, which is going to be a very, very difficult game. But both teams are going to come out and attack. I don't think it's going to be the same game that we watch today. I think we'll see some, individual brilliance when you have Messi and then you have Xhaka, who's going to be trying to run the show in midfield. But again, it's going to be a really good game to watch.
It is. I think it's going to be a very interesting game on a lot of different other levels. So what we've seen with Argentina so far in the knockout stage, they played Cabo Verde, who pushed them all the way. And of course today, Egypt, they pushed them all the way as well. It's a fantastic finish to the game. And, credit to Argentina, how they got back in that game. But we've also seen Switzerland today, that well-organized, really sort of stubborn team who can go out and do something that they set out to do before the game, and that was to make it very difficult for Colombia. And if they couldn't steal or nick a goal themselves, at least that would keep them from scoring. And then you gamble on taking it into extra time and penalties. And that's what this Switzerland team can do. So that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play up against the current world champions.
Okay, so Switzerland getting the job done on penalty kicks, which means the 4 quarter-final matchups are now set. The final piece of the puzzle. Switzerland will head to Kansas City to face Lionel Messi and defending champions Argentina on Saturday night. So the Fox moment of the match, sponsored by Ferrero Rocher. It's actually 2 moments. Gregor Kobel's save on Cucho Hernandez. And that set up Ruben Vargas with a world of pressure on his shoulders, sending Switzerland to the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time in 72 years. Coming up, it wasn't easy, but Argentina are also through to the quarterfinals after their heart-stopping win over Egypt. We'll show you how they did it and hear from Lionel Messi when we come back. Quarterfinals for the first time since 1954. A date with Lionel Messi and Argentina on Saturday night is next. Well, welcome back inside our Fox Sports studios. I'm P. Moonstein, joined by Carly Lloyd-McKell, John Obi and Peter Schmeichel. Well, the quarterfinals now set after Switzerland's victory over Colombia. Let's take a look back at the highlights from Vancouver, because there was not a huge amount in this game, but it was a very, very tight one, wasn't it, Carly?
It was tight. We thought it was going to be tight, and this was an early look here. Puerta with a great shot, heading for that upper corner, but goalkeeper makes a really good save on that one.
And here in the 30th minute, Fabian Rieder with a shot and the save from the goalkeeper, Camilo Vargas. What a save.
We talked about this going into extra time, and maybe something would happen. And a little bit did happen, you know. Here we see it hit the bar, and then we saw not long after that this shot. This is quite funny when we see it from a different angle, when we get an idea of how much this football is moving in the air. It's going everywhere, and Gregor Kobel, well, he just gets something in the way.
Just has to get in the way of it.
And this was a good save here. Another good save. Goalkeeper showing up big in this game.
This for me, I mean, I said Xhaka is my player to watch.
Oof.
Not for that. He makes one mistake in the whole game and it nearly cost the game for Switzerland. But
this was the second penalty for Colombia.
You know what, Pien? When you decide to hit them hard, which I fully support, that's how to do it. You know, don't do that. Don't make that little stop halfway. Don't confuse yourself. Just take the run up, hit the ball. You know, and this for me is, I mean.
This is where Switzerland got the advantage.
This is where Switzerland got the advantage, you know, and Gregor Kobel. And this is what you want to do. You want to save one and then hope that your teammates puts them in the back of the net, and they did. Switzerland are through, and congratulations to them.
What a moment as well for Ruben Vargas to score that final penalty for Switzerland, because the pressure on his shoulders as well, knowing that he can send his nation through to a quarterfinals to face Argentina for the first time in such a long time. Those celebrations for him, what a feeling that was.
Yeah, it's about the composure. It's about you just being cool and knowing exactly what you have to do, because that is the last penalty. If you win, if you score that goal, you know, you're through. So for me, the pressure was high for him, and for him to be so calm, cool and composed and just slots it, you know, in the back of the net was just superb. And to see the celebration there, it just means a lot to them and to the whole team. Like I said, I think they've done enough to be the team to go through for me.
What do you think we learned about this Switzerland team at this stage of the competition?
Just like we've been saying, you know, they do what is needed in order to advance. It's nothing spectacular. You know, they're not giving up, you know, a lot of goals, and they're staying compact. They're staying organized, and you can see the togetherness, I think, of this squad. I think managers doing a really good job of doing what it takes to get to the next level, and they're not going to make it easy for Argentina.
No, I don't think they will. I think they've got good players in that team. I don't expect Switzerland to go win the World Cup. I don't think they have that kind of quality. But as a team and as a group of players, they are very, very strong. You know, there's a couple of injuries. Very, very important players are out for this game, and yet they went on and got the job done. And I said it before, I can't wait for Saturday, you know, when they meet in Kansas when they meet Argentina, because this is going to be two completely different philosophies and styles of play. So what's gonna take them over, whatever system's going to take them over the line. But this is so very un-Swiss, you know. The Swiss people are so structured and clean and steady. This is beautiful.
I think watching Argentina's previous matches too, with Cape Verde and today against Egypt, is going to give them a bit of confidence, knowing how many goals they gave up with some of these teams as well.
Yeah, but for me, this Swiss team, every time you watch them, they're a very awkward team to play against. You never know exactly what you're going to get from them.
Yeah.
But from Argentina, we know what we're going to get from them. You know what they're going to try to keep the ball. They have to make sure that Messi is the guy to create the chances and score the goals. But with this team, you never know. They're so compact. They're so tight. They don't give you too many chances. They don't let you have too many of the ball because they like to keep the ball. So that is going to be a very, very good game to watch. Argentina coming through yet again another difficult game, another game where they've been pushed to the limit. How much has Messi played? How much is that taken away from him mentally, psychologically, physically as well? That's going to be the question as well. How much can he give again to be able to drag this Argentinian team yet again to another quarterfinal or maybe to another semifinal? That's going to be the question. But when you have Messi, I don't know what the guy eats. You know, I don't know what he eats. Every time we think he's finished, he comes up with something spectacular.
But Argentina is very, very complete in the way they play. They attack so well. We see what we're going to see in a minute, how they scored their goals. I said before this game that my worry with Argentina is how they defend. They don't look so solid. The 2 goals they give away today, for me, should have been prevented. And if there's a team who can take advantage of that, well, I don't think it's Switzerland. I don't think they have that. They can't turn the game over as quickly as Egypt did today, for instance. And I think Argentina will be quite comfortable in their way of playing when they play this Swiss team. But it's not going to be easy for them, absolutely sure.
OK, well, it wasn't easy for Argentina earlier today. Let's have a look at the highlights from the game against Egypt, because, I mean, what a start it was for Egypt in this game. They had such an early goal, Mikel.
Yes.
With this one, just to set the control.
Yes, the cross here from Marwan Atia and the header from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. What a goal that was.
And this, we see a tackle inside the box, and who steps up to take the penalty? Messi. He did miss a penalty in the World Cup before. It happens. It happens. I've missed
He's human.
He's
human. He is. So Egypt with the advantage at this point, and then...
This is where I'm confused, because we see what happens here. This is brilliant, by the way. I love this run. Look at this confidence. Little nutmeg there.
This is almost...
Then you take it in.
This is a goal that every coach wants to see, isn't it?
And then look at this pass here. What a great pass. I think the goalkeeper's a little bit slow to come out. Doesn't matter, because... that's a foul.
Yeah,
that is a foul given by VAR. They called that back. That far back confuses me. What's what when we get to VAR?
And this one here, brilliant goal from Zico. Just again, I mean, Egypt, they were very, very good on break today, and I must give them that. You know, here again, we can see the goal here from Romero.
This is the comeback was on.
Yeah, the comeback one here. I mean, just superb.
Yeah, and then, you know, Messi just, again, on another planet, doing what he does best. I think he was unhappy he missed that penalty, and you could just see in his eyes he was not going to let this game slip by.
And this is the moment they won it.
Yeah, Fernandes. I mean, we've talked about a lot of players coming in, chipping in, not just Lionel Messi. And we can see that Fernandes coming in and with that header to get them through, to score that 3rd goal that they needed. And you can see what it means to the greatest player of all time, you know, emotional. He still wants to win the World Cup. Winning it the first time, he still wants to win it again. That's what it means to him.
Let's hear then from Lionel Messi after this game.
Yes, I think it was a relief for everyone because of how the match went, because it's not easy to come back from 2-0, but as I always say, this group never gives up and tries until the end. We were lucky to score Coutinho's goal quickly, and we still had time. Hey, we were able to turn it around, and in the 90, it's crazy what this group did today in this qualifier.
the celebrations there at full time with Lionel Messi, and the relief, you could see it on his face as well when they managed to get. No, I think that
I must say his English is very good.
Anyway, but on Lionel Messi, I mean, could he be getting into double digits now that this tournament is going to be extended for him?
You know, we've seen this player over so many years, and he's done so many brilliant things. But what we've learned about him in this World Cup is don't make the GOAT angry. Don't. Because he was angry today. He wanted to do that last 15 minutes. His influence, what he did there was unbelievable. And of course, you feel he's going to score. I was sat next to you watching the game, and I'm texting Jules Breach, who's at the game. I said Messi will score, and then you had to press send, and then 10 seconds later he scored. You just know that, and that's the quality of this player. Is there any better in the world? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I mean, not just the way he played today, and if you watch the game, you can see him running back at some point during the later stages of the game, chasing people down, trying to make sure things happen. He knew he missed the penalty early on in the game, but he wanted to do so much to bring this team again back into where they belong, which is to make sure they qualify for yet another quarterfinal. And you can see here the tears, the emotion is just unbelievable.
I mean, back-to-back games of having to claw their way back in. I mean, it's pretty amazing spectacle to see, because I think when you fight so much throughout a tournament, it does set you up better in the later stages. But what I love seeing is the rest of the team stepping up, scoring goals, and a little shaky defensively. I think on the transition moments, teams can capitalize.